Hello students. In my last video, that is video 5, I have discussed the first 5 paragraphs of prose 2, The Sound of Music, part 1. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. So, this video is a continuation of the same. In this video, I am going to explain the rest of the chapter along with its summary. So, let's start. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. In our 2-hour discussion, she never missed a word. Men with bushy beards give me trouble, she laughed. It is not just watching the lips, it's the whole face, especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, she says, but that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. In this paragraph, she is trying to tell us that she works so very effortlessly without hearing. When somebody or when someone was discussing with her, she laughed and said, "Men with bushy beards give me trouble." She laughed. She was just making a comment and said that men with bushy beards give me trouble. And people are just astonished to see how flawlessly she speaks, how well she speaks. And the reason she gave is, my speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11. The only thing is, up to the age of 11 she could hear. That is why she is able to speak slow flawlessly. But nobody even knew how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. Not only did she learn to speak flawlessly, she also managed to learn French and basic Japanese. As for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. By leaning against the drums, she can feel the resonances flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibrations pass through her bare feet and up her legs. Let's look at the word meanings. Intriguing, fascinating and curious. Flawlessly, without a fault or mistake. Lilt, a way of speaking. Tingles, causes a slight pricking or stinging sensation. Resonances, echoes of sounds. So, according to Evelyn, she could feel music pouring in through every part of her body. That is, her skin, her cheekbones, and even in her hair. She could feel the vibrations of instruments penetrate into her body through her bare feet. So, this is what she explains us by giving an example that on a wooden platform she removes her shoes. So, when she is playing any of the instrument and she removes her shoes, she feels the vibration that actually passes through her bare feet and up her legs. 8th paragraph. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award, says master percussionist James Blades. God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Let's have a look at the word meaning. Workaholic, okay, it will come in ninth paragraph. So let me explain you the eighth one. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. So we have also read about, when we have read about Evelyn Glennie, so we came to know that in the year 1991 she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. Says, and I have also explained you the saying of James Blades that God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. So what if she is not able to hear? She could feel the things we used to hear, and then we used to respond. But she is totally different. She cannot hear, but still she feels, and that is the reason why she expresses music so beautifully. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. I have just got to work, often harder than classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians, and Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. Again, look at the word meanings. Workaholic, in this form, it is a person who finds it difficult to stop working. Priority, great importance. Confesses, to admit, enormous, huge. So again she confesses, she admits that she is a workaholic person. She loves to work. I have just got to work, and for that she has to work often more hard. She has to work harder than classical musicians, and that is why whatever she achieves in her life, whatever success she achieves in her years on in her life is enormous. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. She used to go to prisons, she used to go to hospitals and gave free concerts. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. She also give training to young musicians. And Richlin of the Beethoven Fund, so one of the person from the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children, says she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. She is actually a source of inspiration, not only for the deaf children but for us also, because if a deaf child can do so well in music, why can't we? We are nowhere less. So she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere they cannot go. That means they can achieve everything and anything in life. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. Let's look at the glossary. Accomplished, achieved many good or important things. Demonstrated, it is proved or showed. Enormous, marked by extraordinary, great size or number or quantity. Pleasure is happiness. So Evelyn Glennie was a person with humane attitude. Glennie gave free concerts, as we can see, as we have read in ninth paragraph. that she gave free concerts in prisons and hospitals. With her efforts, she secured a significant place for percussion instruments in orchestra. In fact, Evelyn Glennie is a great inspiration for all those who suffer from physical disabilities. Let's have a quick look at the summary of the chapter. First, childhood days of Evelyn Glennie. So, this paragraph deals with the childhood days of Evelyn Glennie. She was profoundly deaf. Her mother noticed her deafness when she was 8 years old. Remember, I explained you when she was 8 years old and she was in her piano class and the teacher called her name but she was not listening, or you can say that she was not able to listen. At that time, her mother noticed her deafness. Evelyn concealed her growing deafness from friends and teachers, but she didn't say about this to her friends or teachers. But this problem grew gradually, and at the age of 11, the problem got more intense. It was all due to her nerve damage. So, slowly and steadily, the problem started growing or becoming more intense. Later on, she was sent to a school for the deaf. A girl with sheer determination. She was a girl who is full of determination. She was a girl of sheer determination. In spite of her deafness, she did not give up. All her teachers discouraged her, but the percussionist Ron Forbes recognized her potential. He advised her not to listen through her ears, but try to sense and feel it in some other way. Suddenly, she felt the vibrations in every part of her body. It is only and only through her willpower and determination that she did, which millions of us are not able to do. Made music her life. From this time, she didn't look back. She made music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music in London and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performances. How difficult it is for a deaf child to give solo performances, but she did that also. Music pours in her body. Music pours in through every part of her body. It passes through her skin, cheekbones, and even in her hair. The vibration passed through her bare feet and up in her legs. Let's discuss the point awards. Evelyn delights her audiences a lot. She was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award in 1991, and rest of the awards also we have discussed when we discussed in video 5 about Evelyn Glennie. Last, source of inspiration. In reality, she is a source of inspiration for each and every one of us. She is a source of inspiration not only for the deaf children but also for the other people and young musicians. Evelyn gives her concert even in prisons and hospitals. She is really a source of inspiration for millions of people. So this is the end of chapter 2, or you can say prose 2 part 1. Question answers will be given to you in the form of PDF. Thank you.